Hi everyone. It's Monday night, and I want to try to post a video every Tuesday for you, just to go over a few things. I'll start getting into more painting, and I remember to turn off Netflix so no background noise. I'm going to start with a couple of things. The first thing I'm going to just show you is this is some glue that I use. It's called Art Glitter, and I get this on Amazon. I'm sorry, the lighting is horrendous. This is like an Elmer's glue. It dries super clear. You won't see it on any of your painted things. If anything oozes out, I just try to wipe it off. I'm trying to look, I've never done it from this angle. It doesn't look like I'm looking at the thing, but again, Amazon comes in this is, I think, the biggest bottle, and they come with these cute little bottles, and a little goes a long way. They do clog up, but you can easily stick a pin in them, and they'll clear right out. And these are nice because you can get really, really small pieces and not get glue all over the place. So that's one thing. I do use, and I think my son lost the cap. This comes from Rockler. It's almost like, it's thick. It's good for really, really bigger pieces, or because it's a pretty thick tip. But I don't use this a lot because the fumes actually bother my eyes. I found out after using it for a while. So I do use it on larger pieces and just stick to this for my smaller pieces. Another thing that I like to use, this is called Distress Grit Paste. This is called Snowfall, and it's got, except now I can't get the cap off. I can't get the cap off. Anyways, it has a little bit of glitter. There we go. It has I don't know if you're going to see it because the lighting. See how it's kind of shiny? But I do spray my stuff with a matte sealer, and it kind of flattens the glittery look. But I do like it because it's very thick. It's kind of gooky. And again, the lighting. I wanted this to look like frosting, so it kind of gives you a snow globby look. But like I said, you can't see any of the shimmer because I sprayed it with a clear sealer afterwards. But that is, this I got online. I had to Google it. I looked at Michael's, I looked at Hobby Lobby. I did not see it, but some of them may carry it. It would be, I believe, in the stamp section, but I cannot find it around here, so I ordered it online. Another thing I use, which I probably stole from my children, is a toothbrush. Plain old simple toothbrush. And the toothbrush will give you the splatter look. This I did with a sea sponge and the splatter. But it's very simple. You just thin your paint. You don't want it too thin, but you do want to thin it out a little bit. You just dip this in, and that's what you do. And you do it kind of high up because you don't want to really splatter it. So, and this has also been splattered. And you could do different, any color, coordinating colors. I usually do black, white, or even a gray. But as you can see, like if I really go really close, what's in there? The white, and then I did the gray on his beard and his nose and everything. Another thing I use is might be easier. You can see it better up against my shirt. This is an angle brush, and I use this, I use these for shading, and like around this around here, and it kind of gives it a little more, just a little more detail. And you can see it around the handle. And I tend to go lighter. Some people go heavier. It's your own personal painting preference. You can always fix it if you go too heavy. So another thing you can use to shade, again, I got these on Amazon. These are Distress crayons. These are from Tim Holtz. And they're kind of waxy. They're kind of like a crayon. And what you would do, I've used them both. You just go along the edge, and you just need to go along very lightly. And then you would take a wet paintbrush and just go over it, and that will give you the same effect, shading-wise. So these come in different colors. They come in packs of 4 or 5, I believe. I just went with the browns, blacks, whites. But you can get colored ones. You can get whatever you want. And they're really cool. You can use them on paper. You can use them on a bunch of different things. And all you have to do is wet your paintbrush. So they're kind of neat. I use just Deco Art paint for all my painting. I use Ceramic Coat. I think you can, that's not at Michael's, it's at Hobby Lobby, and that's actually one of my favorite paints. I like Folk Art. It's been around for a long time, but it's very, very thick. And I don't, the coverage is really good, I suppose, if you were using a paintbrush, but because I'm using the makeup wedges, it goes on too thick, and it does a weird reaction. I don't know what it is, but it just does a weird reaction. Another thing I keep on hand are these. They're for painting. And what I do, I get these at Michael's because they're totally flat. I'll try to hold it up. You just squirt your paint out, take your makeup brush, and then you can just blob it on. I do have a plastic desktop thing on my painting surface too, because I get paint everywhere. I'm a messy painter, I'm not gonna lie. I can show you my shirt. Messy painter. These I also use, this is palette paper. It's almost like a wax paper. I don't know if you can see the shine, the lighting is, there we go. It's almost like a wax paper. But when you shade, you're gonna want that in a paper towel. And I'm gonna get into more of painting techniques and different types of painting techniques in another video, but I just wanted to kind of show you some of the things that I use, that I prefer. But again, everybody's different. Everybody has their own style, and you don't need a lot. They're laser cut. They're very easy to paint, very easy to put together. You don't need a lot to make something that you're gonna love. So again, I'll go over some more painting techniques. I'm not the best painter, but I'll go over a few easy painting techniques in some other videos. I'm gonna try to make a video a week, depending on what I want to show you, what you want to see, etc., etc. But I'm going to try to do these every week. I try to do an overhead to make it a little easier because I don't like my face on videos. But for some reason it keeps dropping. So I went this route tonight, and I again did shut off Netflix, so nothing in the background. But have a good week, and again, I'll try to post some more stuff and some more products and whatnot. And we'll get you painting. Have a good week. Bye.